Greensboro lost 30%. So we took a look at this as a community development ag viability project. If you can figure out how to make a decent living milking cows, we figured it was going to help maintain our community, maintain the working landscape, the patchwork of fields and farms that make this place beautiful, and made us make the decision that this is where we wanted to raise our kids. You don't do this to make a lot of money. You do this for the meaningfulness, to be connected to the landscape, to be connected to the community.
Well, you know, it says it right in our name, cooperative. It's like what people need to do on the whole planet is cooperate more. And we really love being able to be a visionary for that and mentor for that.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Denise, how's it going? My name is Annie Gilliard. I live here in Walden, which is next to Hardwick. I work here at the Buffalo Mountain Food Co-op, a member-owned grocery store. We specialize in local and organic foods. Our co-op considers local within a 100-mile radius, but a lot of our products come from within about a 25-mile radius, and that would include tofu from Vermont soy. We have numerous, too many to mention, vegetable farmers, local cheese makers like Jasper Hill, local seeds from High Mowing Seeds. It's local, local, local. About a quarter of our products are local.
I feel that it's really important that people have the choice to buy food from local growers around here rather than having it shipped in from California, which is 2 weeks old by the time it gets here. The quality is much better and the taste, I feel, is much better as well. These are Jubilees, which are a cross between, they're from the 40s, they cross between the tan. My name is Bill Half, H-A-L-F. I'm a certified organic farmer from Walden, Vermont, and I'm here at the Hardwick Farmers Market selling produce. There are a lot of small growers here and a lot of small producers. There's a lot of people that are making this community very vibrant. See ya.
Thanks for growing vegetables.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming by to support the market. The most important thing for me is that people have access to food and good food at reasonable prices. And you know, one of the other things that's happened here in Hardwick is Claire's restaurant.
Hi, Stephen.
You know, Stephen's a great chef. He's creative and he uses whatever we grow.
My cooking style is what the farmers want to grow, what I want to cook, and what people want to eat. And it's really dictated by what's happening at the farm and what works for them. I am Stephen Obranovich. I'm the chef and one of the owners of Claire's Restaurant and Bar in Hardwick, Vermont. I cook for our community. The percentage of food that is grown locally that I use is anywhere from 70 to 85%. Okay, thank you. In the beginning, we had the big, great light bulb that occurred to us about doing a community-supported restaurant. 50 to 60 people provided us with cash in a lump sum that then, over 4 years, they get to redeem a dollar amount against that initial contribution that they gave us. So they're getting their money back in that form, and then they're also supporting us by coming in and dining in. And it's not, the majority of people that have the community supported restaurant certificates are coming in more than just for that allocation, which is great. And then they're telling, 10 other people about it. So it becomes this, this never-ending cycle of goodwill. Anything that's left on diners' plates that they're not wanting to take away with them is put into that compost bucket. And the truck rolls up and takes it away, and we start the process all over again for another week.
We call our programs close-the-loop programs because the composting is the end and beginning of the food system. So we take that material that would have otherwise been destined for the landfill and put it back into production, taking that linear food system model and bending it back into the image of an ecosystem. My name is Tom Gilbert, and I'm the Executive Director for the Highfield Center for Composting. Agriculture is one of our most significant sources of emissions. It's somewhere between 13 and 25% of our total emissions. And so how we eat is a big piece to solving global warming. In Vermont, if we were to take all of our food scraps and take them out of the waste stream, the emissions offset would be equivalent to not burning somewhere around 12 or 13 million gallons of gas annually. That's a much simpler task than requiring Detroit to, get better fuel efficiency.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Tom.
What do you got there?
We have pig parts.
All right, you got some residuals. Should we throw them in the pile here? You just dump them right on the sawdust.
We've tried to use as much as we possibly can of the pig, so this is just the intestines and the parts that we couldn't use. We use the small intestines for sausage, and the large intestines are in here. They're not usable.
How'd your garden grow this year, Jennifer?
It went so great. We were so pleased with the compost we got from here. It really added to the soil, and we got some good vegetables out of it. I love the idea of having brought that compost to our place in the springtime and then grown our garden with it, and then bringing our waste here to go back into that cycle, complete that circle. That felt really good for us.
All right, well, we'll blend this right in with the rest of the food scraps, and you'll have it back in your garden next year.
Yay.
Great.
We're really excited about that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Cool.
Mama, what's the green stuff?
I don't think anybody thinks about soil, to be entirely honest with you. I think we eat our food, and we don't even think about the cow that the milk came from, let alone the soil that grew the grass that the cow ate. I think what we mostly don't know is how precious it is.
So, we have just closed the food system. This is food scraps that came back here about 9 months ago, and they're going back out to grow gardens and grow vegetables now, today. Food system closed. This is the stuff that keeps all life going.
I mean, I'm giving 7 talks in Canada next week about all of this. Like, the phone is ringing off the frickin' hook of people in communities all over the US and Canada that are hungry for this kind of inspiration, these ideas, this story.
Last summer when fuel was really high, our local co-op was spending more, it cost more to buy lettuce from California than it did to buy it locally. That had never happened before. Once that's the norm, it's like a whole new world, all this stuff. All this local production stuff is no longer a niche. It is the new economy.
And I think the reason that food and food systems are such an incredible opportunity for us to change not only climate issues, but economic issues and social issues and water quality issues, is because it forces us to sit down and have a conversation. It forces us to eat together. It forces us to participate with one another in resolving those issues.
Obviously, these lovely bananas are not local, and we do like them, but if it can be grown here locally, let's do it. Let's not import food from other countries that can't even feed their own people. Why are they sending food away?
I think this can happen and is happening all over the country. I think what we're so fortunate here in Hardwick is that we've gone to the next level of really collaborating, and each business is working together with the same common mission. I would think that this could happen all over the country. And really, it needs to.
That's our program for tonight. From New York, for HDNet, Dan Rather reporting. Good night. If you would like to add your name to an email list for information on upcoming programs, or if you would just like to send a question or comment, please email us at viewer@hd.net.